Okay, so I'm thinking a trip to Galveston might be fun, but who's got the time? So I just got out my home movies and I'm going to be looking back at some of my home movies. And if you'd like to watch some of my home movies, please join in. I have a lot of memories, I have a lot of video, I have a lot of pictures, and every now and then I have a lot of time, but not right now. So here we go. We're going to look back some of the RVs. We're going to look at the hotels. We're going to look at the ocean. We're going to look at some boats. And we're just going to look around. And what better way to start a Galveston vacation video than going by the big boats. The big cruise ships come in very frequently now. And they're really nice. Cruises can be a lot of fun. They can be a bit crowded. They can have this or that, but you can sure eat well on them, and you can have some fun. And so you come in by the harbor where the big cruise ships come in to load and unload, and when they are loading and unloading, it can be quite crowded around the harbor, but not all the time. And it is very convenient to downtown. And there is the harbor load and unload, one of the major buildings where you do get on and off the boat. There's not a boat there right this moment. And now downtown is a very nice area. They do a lot of work down there sometimes, as you can see. Some of these videos may be a year or two old. And some of this stuff may have changed. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But we do like to cruise downtown. You can see a lot of architecture. You can see a lot of history. New buildings, old buildings. A lot of stuff to look at. A lot of stuff to do. Now, this video is made with a really super good cameras, which are 4K. And as you're going along, if you're interested in anything particular on the video, you can pause this video. And it being the 4K, you can actually read the street signs and things. And you can learn a lot of stuff just watching the videos here. Learn where some stuff is, which things that might be of interest to you that you can pinpoint and know where to go to find them. Another really nice spot out to our vacationers and cruisers like ourselves who like to cruise around in the car and take a look. Moody Gardens. Moody Gardens has a whole lot of things. Oh my goodness. You can spend days there if you would like, including hotels and things like that. Hotels, restaurants, swimming. There's a big boat, the Colonel, which can take you on some little rides up the bay, up through the channel there. You can find all that stuff on the internet, of course, and take a look at specific times and specific prices and things like that. The Moody Garden is very, very well landscaped around, tropical designs, really nice stuff to see, and they have the big, I call them the glass pyramids, which are around here in a moment. Very nice place to go. If you got kids, they really like this kind of stuff, and it can be a lot of fun. And one thing that I find interesting about the Galveston and the tropical type settings is the houses. It's not often that we see in North Texas, or unless you're on the coast, it's not often you see houses up on sticks. And I call them sticks. I'm sure there's like one here with all the big support posts going up, and they're really large timbers that they build these houses up on top of. But when you think about a hurricane coming in and the oceans and all the winds and all that kind of stuff, it's amazing these things survive it all. Sometimes when I see the news and the hurricanes, I don't know how they can stand it. But some do. Of course, some don't. But we do like to drive along and look at the sites. There are some beautiful homes. The 3-story things, I don't know how I would handle the stairs getting older. Evidently these people do, and I'm sure some of them have their little elevators and things like that. I guess it's all just in what you want to do, where you want to live. there are nice hotels around the area there in the cruise ship area. This one here, we don't work for any of these people. We don't get anything from any of this stuff. But this is one of the hotel things really close to the cruise ship area, which has some great views. The whole cruise ship industry has really taken off down there in Galveston, and it's a good thing to do. It's really convenient for us folks here in Texas who may be a long way from the ocean, but you're not really all that far with all these things here in Galveston. And a really boom for Galveston. Could have done there and stood there, couldn't it? She couldn't have been in the air conditioner. And overall, a trip to Galveston can be really fun. We've had a bunch of vacations down there. We've enjoyed them all. And we've run into some bad weather here and there. No problems. It's just a nice thing to do. Convenient. And we've enjoyed going to Galveston, taking pictures, having memories, and taking the kids and things like that. Yeah, next time you go, I hope you have a good time. Hope you have a good time. Hope you have a good vacation. Take care and be safe. What'd you buy? Oh. So we turtled up. That's kind of pretty.